And welcome. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. We're actually going to start the webinar in about 1 minute's time, just to allow for any late joiners to arrive. But while we wait, it'll be really interesting to hear where everyone's joining us from. So if you have a look in the session here, there's actually a chat feature. In the chat there, if you could just drop a comment from the country that you're joining us from, it'd be really interesting to see where people are located in the world. Hello, we've got people here. Konstantinos, hi. Stephen. Kevin from Ireland. Martin, Portugal. Wow, okay, here they are. Countries are flying in. Owen, UK, from my homeland. Thanks for coming. Macedonia, excellent. Turkey. Okay, so it's 1 minute past. We've all got a little bit used to the chat feature. I think we can kick things off. So thanks again for joining. Today's webinar, we're going to be discussing how to gain real-time production visibility. Today, you've got two speakers. There's myself. My name's Sam. I'm the head of partnerships here at Evocon. But our main speaker today is going to be Mr. Spiros Vambakas. Spiros is a trusted partner of ours, and we're really grateful that he's taken the time to give us an overview today. In regards to the agenda, so we're going to start with a little intro from myself. Then I'll hand over to Spiros, who's going to give an explanation into OEE. We'll also do a live demonstration of Evocon, move on to a few success stories, and then we'll finish with a Q&A. So as we go through the webinar, if you could add your questions into the chat feature, where you've just put your country, we'll try our best to address all the questions that come in at the end. So to start things off, a little bit about us. So Evocon is a real-time production monitoring system that helps you identify challenges and turn them into improvements. We help companies by giving them real-time visibility so you can react quickly, reduce the burden on your operators when it comes to manual data entry, give you instant access to reports, so try and get rid of all that number crunching you might be doing in Excel, and give you the data you need to identify ways to reduce your downtime. And all of this is done with a system that's quick and easy to deploy. A little bit about us and the markets we serve. So we are a European company, but we actually have a global presence. So we're actually present in over 65 countries. The system is available in over 26 languages. And although today in this session we're going to be focused on the food and beverage industry, Evocon is actually industry agnostic, and we work with clients across 16 different industry verticals, including pharmaceuticals, timber, and packaging. But that's all I'm going to say for the moment. I'm going to hand over to Spiros now to give you an introduction and run you through most of the rest of the webinar.
Hello to everyone from my side. I'm Spiros, as Sam told you. As you can see, I am already 40 years in the industry. The 25 first years I was working in the industry, like most of you. I was working in Coca-Cola Hellenic Bottling Company. And the second part of my career is as a freelancer, as a consultant, trying to help industries, the manufacturing industries, to improve their performance and to save waste and all these things. As I was looking around about what is happening in the market, I came across Evocon about 6 years ago. We started this nice cooperation. I can tell you that I have loved Evocon. And for this reason, we have a very successful presence in Greece and Cyprus, where we are partners. We are partnering with Evocon in these two countries, and we have achieved to have more than 1,300 production lines running under Evocon in our territory. So I will explain to you what is Evocon. Evocon, as Sam told you, is a real-time OEE monitoring tool. And Evocon will help us reveal the part of our capacity that we are not using. It will show us the hidden factory, what is here in the bottom of the iceberg. The tool, the Bible of Evocon is OEE, and it is OEE as it is defined back in the 80s by Seiichi Nakajima. OEE is the overall equipment effectiveness KPI that monitors downtime, the amount of time that the line is stopped. It monitors performance, the speed that the line is running versus the ideal one, and it's monitoring quality That means how many products are rejected and how many products are good for the market. So in our example here, we see that we have a production line that failed to produce 3 bottles because of downtime, failed to produce another 3 because of speed loss of microstops, and failed to produce another 2 because it produced them, but they were rejected. So in our example, if we multiply these 3 factors, we get 46.7%. So far, things could be easy because if we divide 7, which is the actual output, over 15, which is the theoretical output, again, we get 46.7%. Somebody could say that it is easy to calculate OEE and you don't need the Evocon or anything else. What we say is that if you have Evocon, then by the end of the shift, you not only you know that you produced 7, but that we lost that you could ideally produce another 8. And if Evocon is fed with the correct data, in this case, you know for what reason and at what exact moment you lost, you had this loss, and then you can identify systematic problems. Why we insist to monitor OEE as it is defined by the book? If you do that, you can find the data for benchmarking, so you can benchmark your performance against your industry. It is very easy to find the data today. I saw a survey from Packaging World magazine in the US that it is from a union with about 5,000 members. So you can see that if you are in the packaging sector, where should your OEE be and what is average, what is good or what is bad. Or here is what we do in Evocon. Since we have all these customers worldwide of 16 different industries, we are publishing from time to time where our customers' OEE is the average is, and there again you can find where your industry, your factory, your company should be compared to your industry. And I will now show you a little bit my country. This is Greece, and I will give you an exercise. If you probably most of you know that the biggest city in Greece is Athens. It is our capital. The second city is Thessaloniki. They are 500 kilometers away, and if you fly to Athens and then get a car and drive to Thessaloniki, if I ask you to drive at 27.78 meters per second, and I ask you how time it will take you to reach Thessaloniki, you probably will need a calculator or to do some mathematics in order to find that. The tricky point here is that I gave you the speed, the traveling speed of your car in something that you are not used to here, something that comes from another sector or whatever. If I tell you again that you have to drive at 100 kilometers per hour, then you need no calculator, and you can say that it will take me about 5 hours. So if you use OEE as it is exactly defined, you can be in the same, let's say, environment, and you can discuss with friends, with competitors, with your industry, with machinery manufacturers, and all these things. So this is about OEE, and just a first alignment in order to start talking about Evocon. Evocon is a cloud application, is a cloud software, and it is software as a service. So you pay a subscription for that, and that's all. Evocon starts with a device, a small device. This is a data logger that collects signals from our production lines. The signals can be collected either with a sensor that the device can drive, or by copying existing signals from PLCs or from existing sensors using a small relay. So this is the task of the signals of the production to come to the device, and then the device is connected to the internet and sends this data to our company's account that is in the cloud. Another thing that is necessary for Evocon to operate is that we need to have a device, as I say, a tablet or a laptop or a PC or whatever, even a mobile phone, where the operator of the line will enter into Evocon at least 3 basic data: his name, the product that he's producing, and the reason that the line is stopped from pre-selected menus. If we have this set up, Evocon is working. All calculations are done in the cloud, and then all the people in the company or outside the company that have we have created users can see in real time what is happening in our production wherever they are around the globe. But not only people, users in Evocon are free of charge and are unrestricted. You can have as many users as you like. But not only users, whatever other system you have, ERP, SAP, energy monitoring, quality systems, CMMS, etc., can communicate with Evocon and to have a direct exchange of data and not need to have entering data again and again. Let's see, another step that we say that it is mandatory is that in order to get Evocon, you need to go through the free trial process. The free trial process is a nice chance for us to understand your factory and for you to understand what exactly Evocon is doing and how can it be set up the best way. You see here, I say that to start a free trial, it takes 2 minutes because you see the device, the data logger that is fixed here somewhere in the production area. And then with a cable, another temporarily fixed sensor can read each box that is passing through it. So by applying these three fixes, Evocon is working. Of course, it is something that it is not allowed for long term. So if the customer says, yes, I will go on with Evocon, then a proper installation must be done, all devices to be nicely in switchboards or whatever. And why is Evocon, after these 2 minutes of installing the sensor and the device, is working? This is done because this customer has sent us an Excel file with the stop reasons, the products and their speeds, the names of the operators, and the shifts that the line is working. We upload them bulk in Evocon, and as soon as we plug these connectors, Evocon is running. And if we are in this situation with papers, a lot of papers, with people writing data and then entering them to an Excel or whatever, this is gone. And we have, this is the shift view. This is what anyone can see in Evocon. Here I have another example of a shift that is described in a paper in 2.5 pages. You see this? And exactly this shift is shown here. I created the same shift with the customer's data, and it is here. If Evocon is accepted and is installed in the whole factory, then we open a discussion about adding into Evocon checklist. Checklist is an extra module that Evocon has developed a couple of years ago, and you can add all quality control, operators checks, traceability, CAL products or continuous improvement products, and all these things that have a lot of paperwork, that have people entering data in a paper and then not knowing what to do them. All this can be added directly to Evocon, and you have a very important save of time and entering and re-entering data. Here you see that we have traceability, and we have traceability. That means that at the exact minute when you start using a new packaging material or whatever, at the same minute you enter to Evocon just the lot, or you can even with a scanner, you can scan and you know exactly by what minute the new material is started being used. Again, you can have also monitors measuring weights, lengths, distances, whatever quality numbers you are monitoring, you enter them in Evocon and not to any other paper form. So if today you are here and you have somebody not to know what to do with the papers, this is gone, and you just start having automatic dashboards. What these dashboards that you see are customizable. Each user can create his own dashboards. These are refreshed every 5 minutes, and you know exactly how your production is doing. You can have automatic reports. You see here time usage, a very nice report that Evocon shows you the percentage of the time each line is running at full speed, at slow speed, it is stopped, it is planned stopped, or if it's commented or uncommented. You can have a Pareto analysis of all downtime, all speed loss, or all scrap, and you can deep dive in it, and you can have information per day, per shift, per hour, per minute, per line, per product, per operator, per product group, per stock group. I mean, you can have whatever analysis you like, and then you can easily spot if you have some systematic problems and how to deal with them. And not only that, you see here you see two, in the right part of the screen, you see the classic whiteboard with magnets and papers. Here, a young lady, as a new month was entering, about 5th or 5th or 6th of the next month, she was printing all these Pareto and applying them with magnets here. This is gone aside, and a big monitor is placed here. So you have the same information, but not at the 6th of the next month. You have it just every time in real time, just with a delay of 5 minutes. So all these dashboards, every 5 minutes, the screen is refreshed, and you know how you are performing right now. This is another example. Here you see some nice views. Here I show a quite old laptop. You don't have whatever you are using as an equipment, as a computer equipment or tablet or whatever. You just need to have a proper speed using Google Chrome. Okay, if you can enter in Google Chrome from a device and you can do it properly, then Evocon is working. You don't need your IT department to install software, to install servers, or to install nothing. You need no IT in order to run Evocon. Here you see another nice screen that is used for the shift handover. So all the shift information is collected to a couple of dashboards, and people from the previous shift and the next shift just can have a very quick overview. Here you can see daily the morning, the stand-up morning meeting area where people have an Evocon screen and some whiteboards to monitor their action plans. You can see a maintenance department where, again, some custom dashboards are made here, and maintenance people know what downtime, what technical downtime occurs in which line and how long and all these things. And of course, they can get alerts through Evocon in their email or in their WhatsApp or Viber or Teams, whatever applications they need. And what I show here is this is a standard operating procedure. This is an OPL, and 1-point lesson. Actually, you see that in an A4 page, the continuous improvement manager of this factory has put some notes and a couple of pictures, and this is enough for the training of the operators. The training of the operators can also be done in 2 or 3 minutes. So, people, or rather companies that have done all these things, I can share you some success stories. Here, whatever I show here are screenshots from Evocon dashboards. So I show here a fish feed production company with 3 factories, 9 production lines in total, 3 extruder and 6 packaging lines. And in the second year of Evocon, you see that the system shows 10% improvement of OEE, and of course, trend is up. So you see that in 1 year, they got 10% with the help of Evocon. Another case is from a company that is producing frozen vegetables and fresh salads with 2 factories and 10 form, fill, seal packaging lines. In the third year, and again, about 8% of OEE improvement is there. Okay, and you see that the trend line is still upwards, and each month is better versus the same month last year. I saw another story here. This is not a food and beverage factory, but it is very related to that. It is a company that produces packaging material for the dairy company. So they have 27 production lines in total. They produce plastic cups in injection machines. They have assembly machines for the paper, for the plastic cups. They have printing for the paper. They have a flame sealing. They have a big variety of machines. In the fourth year using Evocon, although they had reached what we are calling world-class manufacturing OEE, they were close to 85%, but then there was still room for another 1.6% improvement. So you see that improvement never stops. It is a continuous process. Let me show you another one. This is one factory of a beer company. We are monitoring one kegs filling line. And this company, in the second year with Evocon, reached this unbelievable OEE of 90%. And the improvement from the previous year was 13%. When I took this screenshot, I saw that the trend line is showing downwards. The reason that I show it here to you is that whenever you are using Evocon, you have this is a bug actually, because this company stops in winter. You see November and December they stopped, and there was a bug that trend line in Evocon was calculating also the months with zero. But each user has the chance to contact support, or to chat with Evocon, or to contact me or any other partner, and to report this bug. And this is something that Evocon likes to happen, because getting bug notes, or getting proposals, or getting improvement ideas from all the users all over the world, Evocon evaluates all these proposals or these improvement ideas, and whenever an idea is considered to be important, or an idea is coming from many customers, then it goes in a plan, and after some weeks or even some months, it is added in Evocon. So what you get from Evocon is what, let's say, what the market is needing, because Evocon is listening to the customers and to their needs. And if you propose an improvement idea, then Evocon will come back to you with a couple of questions, with some details, and then if the idea is important, or if it is common between other customers, it will be included in Evocon in some in the short or medium term time. This is the fourth story I showed you. Now I will show you a picture. This picture is from once a year we have a Greece the Manufacturing Excellence Awards competition. So each company can send can participate, sending their case of what they did and what improvement they got, etc. So we have in Greece Delta Foods. Delta Foods is one of the biggest dairy companies in Greece. And last year, after finalizing Evocon installation in all their 3 factories with SAP integration. So this is Evocon in Delta Foods is integrated with SAP, and production schedule is sent directly to Evocon. It is integrated with Power BI, so the company can have even more reports, or more detailed reports from what Evocon can give. Delta Foods is also using checklists, so all periodic checks and all paperwork is done in Evocon, so they save time and the quality of communication. And we have a very nice, very fruitful cooperation with Delta Foods, and we have their permit to show you, to show to all this audience, real Evocon account. So what you see here, Evocon has, I think I told you, has 3 factories in Greece. Here you see a live evolution of their production of the last 24 hours. So here is the factory, here is the line. The colors in Evocon are quite obvious. Green means full speed running. Yellow is slow speed. Dark red is a stop that is commented by the operator. Dark red. Normal red is an uncommented stop, and the dark gray is periods with no production schedule, night periods or whatever. So you see here when a changeover occurred, and if you hover with your mouse, you cannot see it, but a user can see the stop or whatever. Here they can see the OEE. You can go back to see previous 24 hours, and again previous 24 hours. You can focus, and you can see just 2 hours. So each user can create his own environment and can see whatever he wants to see according to his role in the company. And of course, if I am quality control manager, I can monitor quality. You see here now, I see quality. Or if I am warehouse manager, I can monitor quantities just to know what warehouse space I am needing. Of course, this is a general view. You can have a live view like this. Here you see the last 1 hour of each production line, again with the colors that I told you. We call it an undone board. So you have a nice view about which line is running fast, which line is running slow. You can have also an evolution about the production. You see here in FM6 line that the line needs another 57 minutes to finish the run that is running. Okay, you know how many you have produced, etc. Of course, you can. I will show you a shift. Now you see that we just entered the afternoon shift, so this line is not working. But you can see the morning shift. Here we are seeing a Tetra Pak line, a Tetra Edge line that produces milk of 1 liter. Here you see the evolution of the shift. Every hour, how many products you should produce and how many you produced. You have the stops here and the comments of the operators. You have here, these are pop-ups, these are the checklists. So you need to make a check here, or you have here some traceability. So you see here that the operator told us that he started using this packaging material, this reel, etc. So you see that if you need to have a recall exercise or a real recall need, you can just with 2 clicks find exactly when each material was used. What we have in Evocon, you see that this shift had an OEE of about 79%, availability was 82%, performance was 97, and quality 98.2. This orange circles, each circle here is a minute. So Evocon tells us that in this minute you produced 133 pieces. But in this minute, you produce 132 pieces, but 9 of them were scrapped. Why? Because of the chute rejects. So you know that at that moment, you lost 9 pieces, and you know the scrap reason. So you have all this scrap put there in the time they occurred. So you can have, again, a view when your scrap is happening. You're not just going and getting a big box with scrap material, but you know during the shift exactly at which moment, which minute each scrap was created. And of course, in Evocon, we show we have a performance loss of about 3%. In Evocon, speed loss is shown in yellow, and all these yellow areas are commented. So the operator told us that for this 15 minutes period, he had to run slower because he had to reduce the speed for some specific reason. So we are not only monitoring, as I told you, downtime or stop reasons. We are monitoring speed loss reasons, and we are monitoring scrap reasons. Now, having here you see also that the operator knows the production schedule is uploaded directly from SAP with no manual work. So he knows what is the next production order, and the next, and the next, and the next. Each time having the product code, the product name, and the quantity to be produced. And if I switch to another line, here you see that this line is running at full speed from the beginning of the shift. And here we have the information that this run was to produce 80,000 pieces. 3,300 are already produced, 812 are scrapped, and we need another 8 hours and 27 minutes. Evocon is calculating, if Evocon knows the total quantity of the run, then Evocon calculates constantly the estimated time to finish, and this is done based on the last 1 hour data. So if the line for some reason starts going slower or faster, then Evocon adjusts this calculation and gives you the exact estimation of finish time. It is very nice for the warehouse or for other people to prepare packaging material, to prepare next bulk, next syrup, or whatever. What else is happening in Evocon? In Evocon, if you have Evocon, you have for free a 24/7 hour shift leader or former or whatever. This small guy here, that we call him Mr. Evocon, is adjusted, and he can smile, he can be flat, or he can be sad. Why? Because this way it can show a first degree information to the personnel of each production line that now you are going as you should, now you are going very well, or now you are underperforming. So each one perhaps cannot understand numbers of pallets or percentages or whatever, but anyone can understand a smile or a sad face. This is a very nice addition that you have with Evocon. Of course, there are much more automations. I mean, Evocon can monitor at the same time 2 different units. Here you can monitor boxes, but you can also monitor liters. So you know that if Evocon knows that its milk box contains 1.5 liters, then you can also calculate the quantity of milk you have used, or the quantity you have to use more, or you can help your syrup room operator how to change, how he will change tank or whatever. So you have quite a lot of information. And as I told you, Evocon is users are unlimited, so you can have Evocon screens all over around your factory, and many people to have the same information. Now, we have all this information. What are we doing with that? I will go to the dashboards. I have prepared some dashboards here. I call it this dashboard 12-month delta. This dashboard is giving a real-time overview of the whole company. Okay, this is something that if I was the COO of Delta, this is what I would have as a screenshot, as a wallpaper in my screen. So you see here that the whole of the company is doing like that. You see again that these small parts there are green, so we have increase versus previous 12 months. It is a rolling 12-month overview. And you see here that this factory is also green, this factory is also green, and this is not. So the operation manager knows that at this period, he needs to focus in this factory because it has a slight drop. Here we see the evolution of our OEE month by month in total company or in each factory. We can have our target here or whatever. We can have comparison with the previous month we can compare December to December or May to May. Here we have an analysis of the downtime, and you see that as I hover, I get more information. I mean, I have here that my top stop reason is CIP, but if I put my mouse on that, I see that I have lost 2,500 hours or 4.5% of my plant time. But what else I see that it is in green color, and I see that this small arrow here shows me that I have improvement versus previous year. And again, I have 1 factory, 2 factories, 3 factories, and I can have also the last 30 days or whatever. So by seeing this, you see different colors in the bars. Why? Because as we create the stop reasons, we can group them, and we can, let's say, assign groups to departments or to functions of the company. So planning department, who is responsible for the changeovers, has one color, technical department for the breakdown, another color, quality department, another color, procurement department, another color, and I will show it right just to you. Then we can have a rolling 12-month analysis for each factory. We can have a shorter term review, last 30 days. So we see here, now, this is not for the COO, perhaps this is for the plant manager or for the production manager of one department or for another. This is for the whole factory. We can have dashboards dedicated to each line. We can have a last week review to check it every Monday morning with our personnel. We can have a yesterday review. So here we see exactly what happened yesterday. All these are automatic. I build them, I create them once, and every 5 minutes they are there and they are updated with the latest information. The way that I create a stop reason is very easy. I select what I want to see. I need to see, let's say, quality for the last, for yesterday, not for yesterday, let's say for the last 7 days for all my factories. Okay. So here is, you see hovering, I see what is happening, and I created that. It will be there for a lifetime, updating every 5 minutes. What else I can see? I can show you here that, let's say that if I am the plant manager and I have quality control or maintenance or planning or procurement department reporting to me, then I can have a very nice review with the quality control department. I have created a dashboard that is reflecting quality department's performance. So quality department is responsible for the total OEE, or for the quality, or for the good quantity, or for the scrap. Here I have the scrap reasons. Okay, and I have the scrap reasons as they are the evolution for the last 30 days or for the last 7 days. And I can see even if the ranking of a scrap reason or of a speed loss reason or of a downtime reason, if the ranking is going upper or higher, then I see if I need to focus somewhere or not. The same is here for maintenance department. So I am monitoring the downtime that are coming because of the maintenance department. And I have an example here. You see that the last 30 days, this downtime that has to do with the inkjet printer operation was the 9th stop reason, not that big. But the last 7 days, it is the 3rd. So, and the arrow here is red. So very easily I can see that I can focus in this stop reason just using these dashboards. The same with planning. Here I monitor all the changeovers and how they affect the production. The same with procurement department. If I have missing wrong material or defective raw material or packaging material, then the packaging department should know and should take care about this. And of course, this is a first degree information. If I need to deep dive and to find what I told you in the beginning, then I can check the downtime of the last 7 days of one factory. Let me select one factory. And here, let's say, I see it is in Greek, but I see that I have a mechanical breakdown 3 times. If I click on this, I will get an analysis of the mechanical breakdowns. I see it per week. Now I can go here and I see it per day. You see the duration, how many times, average duration, etc. Or I can see it per machine. So I had this breakdown only in one machine. I can see it by per product or per operator or per location. So I can very easily go and find what exactly is my problem. And of course, if each operator has the option to enter some manual comments, all the comments are here. And you see that they are reporting what exactly was the problem. So I have a full record of everything. And this is what Evocon is doing. And this is how Evocon helped this big dairy company to improve their OEE by 10% and to receive a gold prize in the Manufacturing Excellence Awards competition. This is my part.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spiros. So we've got a couple of minutes left before we actually wrap up the webinar. Again, thank you, Spiros. That was really, really insightful and really great. In regards to the chat, we've had various questions come through, but we've got a very active bunch of people in the webinar here. So a lot of the questions have actually already been answered. I've got one that I want to pull up with you, Spiros. So Selby asked us about the customization. So I mentioned at the beginning of the session that we work with multiple different industries. But how does it work in regards to the stock reasons? How can different manufacturers customize them?
Stop reasons are created by each customer. You have it is very helpful. You have a very nice menu, very friendly, and each one creates, or if somebody is having stop reasons from a paper form, we can add them in Evocon. We have, let's say, 4 levels of analysis. We have stop groups, we have stop reasons, what happened, we have location, where it happened, and the 4th analysis is a comment where the operation can add. Of course, what we suggest to our customers having all this experience is that before uploading it to Evocon, we can do it also in Evocon. If you have 200 stop reasons, then we upload it from an Excel file. But before doing that, we give our suggestion or our hint of how would it make more useful and more, let's say, more user-friendly. We can discuss with the customer, but it is very easy.
Okay, and we've got another question here from Nitin, and he's asking, can we take information directly from the machine panel? So what I believe he means by that is, could we connect to the PLCs to pick up certain error codes? So as we know with Evocon, we want the operators to engage with the system, so to pick from the available downtime reasons, which you just explained about how they could be customized. But if I understand this correctly, Nitin's asking if we could pick that information up automatically. Now, I could answer this question, but Spiros, would be really interesting to hear from you. What would you say are the benefits of having the operators engage with the system, telling Evocon why the machines were down, compared to bringing that information automatically from PLCs?
Yes, this is a very big discussion, and actually I presented last year in the Smart Manufacturing conference here in Greece, and a lot of people were very surprised of that. So my strong belief is that we must have the operator entering the stop reasons. Of course, the technology exists, and we can take the stop reason by the PLC, but we don't get the stop reason. We get the symptom. And I will share you an example with you. If you have, let's say, a bottling machine, and the bottling machine has an automatic cap feeder in order to the cap to be applied on the bottle. So we have, of course, a PLC. We have a couple of sensors, and the sensor will sense that now, will understand that now we don't have a cap, and the machine will stop. So at that time, the PLC is registering a stop reason that says missing cap. But the fact that the cap was missing is not, I don't have to repair anything, because the reason could be that the warehouse is short of this type of caps, or I have some caps, they brought me some caps, but they are dirty, or they are wrong, or they have wrong color, or they are oval shaped, or they are wrong, or so. If I ask the PLC why the line stopped, the PLC will tell me because it did not have caps. If I ask the operator will tell me because the caps that I have were bad, or were wrong, or were defective, or were dirty, or whatever. So this is how we get directly the stop reason and not the stop symptom. So if you ask me, I would say that leave the PLC aside, because they will mislead you. And I told you in the beginning that we have only in Greece, we have 1,300 lines running under Evocon. I can tell you that more of 50 of them are cases where there were already systems that were monitoring directly the stop reasons from the PLCs, and when they saw what Evocon is doing, they got rid of that and they installed Evocon. So I think that Evocon is the solution and not any PLC.
Great, thanks, Spiros. Right, unfortunately, we're already 2 minutes over time, and I can see that there's been some more questions that have come into the chat, but unfortunately, we don't have time to answer those. But rest assured, these questions have been recorded, and someone will reach out to you directly to arrange a meeting and also answer these questions that have come in. On the screen now, there are some QR codes if you wanted to take a step yourself and book a call or learn more. So if you have a smartphone handy, you can scan this QR code now, and it'll take you to a landing page to do just that. But as we wrap things up, I just wanted to say thank you again to Spiros. As I mentioned, he's a trusted partner of us here at Evocon, and we really appreciate your time and your insights. But also thank you to everyone who's attended. We know this has taken time out of your day, and we hope that you found the session interesting. So thanks, everybody, and we'll park it there.
Bye, everybody.